Good morning. It is March 18th. It is 7:34 a.m. Central. The risk disclosures, futures trading contains substantial risk and is not for every investor, and the hypothetical performance disclaimer, as always, are on my website. Please take a look at those before you start trading. We do have a very positive outlook on oil, thank God. Finally, I think we've broken the hump on the camel's back, as they say, and we're on the right side of the trade now. And analysts believe that there's plenty still left in this move to the upside. There are some, of course, ceilings of resistance that we have to be watching out for. But the overall sentiment is that the dollar will be continuing to weaken during the short term going into the summer drive months, and that will lift oil. Also, we've got OPEC calling uncle on these low prices and agreeing to whatever they're agreeing to, just let the price resume. I still don't understand how how they've been allowed to you know, get away with this crap. But anyway, here is the weekly daily 60-15. It is all green, like the leprechaun was yesterday. Let's take a look at the price action yesterday. It was a very slow drifting day, and we got into a little bit of a flat period here, held up by the river of gold, peaked below it, but then never closed below it, and that is a very high probability trade in an uptrend. And again, we pulled back to the river of gold and then took off. Another great trend re-entry if you want to put these images in your brain on where to enter on in an uptrend. This is a 20 tick Uniringo from tip to toe. It would be 20 ticks before the candle change. So that's a very reasonable $200 risk to trade crude. And as you see in a market that is uptrending, weekly daily 60-15, if you have your open outcry, if you're trading the open outcry and it's all green, I have also a generic, oops, yeah, generic, which puts the core strategy with the weekly daily 60-15 without the open outcry, and you see that that's matching. Then, I mean, there's no way to do anything but just let it float up to the top. I did find it very hard to trade this yesterday because of the slow speed during this period here. I lost patience with it and just found it, of course, very difficult to trade, as it was very difficult to trade. But that's trading. You've got to give price time to turn around, and then once it starts moving, albeit slowly, that's when you want to get back in it. So recognize the sideways pattern and recognize the whites. That's why I like these super trend and indicators, because I can see when it's going flat and I don't have to beat my head. If I just want to hold a position, you can of course put your stop below that line, and you see they came back for those stops and then they continue the trend. So step out, go take a walk, do something, get your head out of it, but be prepared to get back in when the time is to come back and make some money on this. And was there some money to be made? Absolutely. Absolutely, there was some money to be made. So get to love these slower trends. Last night we have already pulled back to the 38.2 and exceeded the yesterday high. We're still on our uptrend. I would expect to see this come back in to yesterday high or yesterday close on the open outcry and then take off again. So wait for your pullback, wait for your setups, and then just go ahead and execute. And as always try to wait for the weekly daily 60-15, the wind behind your back. We still have the euro moving as well as the ES. I think the ES is long in the tooth. Um, I There's no way I'm going to jump in on this long as you see all these wicks. Um, Even though this, I just told you that this is an excellent place for a trend continuation move. It's only because I think that there's only like 5 or 6 points left on the top of this market. Excuse me. 5 or 6 points left on the top of this market before it all turns around and comes back fast. And that's why I'm not jumping on this. Otherwise, this is an excellent place to get long for anyone wanting to trade long in the ES. The 6E, got to be careful with that um, Brexit coming up potentially. So again, be careful. This theoretically should be coming down on continued QE for the euro. It went opposite of that because Mario Draghi told everyone that he would not be lowering rates anymore. As soon as they reverse that position, this is going to fall, and we're going to have the dollar and the euro falling at the same time. So the old market correlations are no longer holding up. After the FOMC meeting, as you can see, everything was running green. Everything was running green. It was so weird to see that. Um, Gold, I think, is long on the tooth also. We're now moving down. Um, and I've got my trend pattern short that just kicked in. So be prepared to take this down to 1230. And if you like trading, put your indicators on short so that on the smaller time frame so that you can trade these. Otherwise, leave this on your core position like I do, waiting for the open outcry, which has just happened. So we just got our open outcry. So we're just now trading it and we're moving short. So go ahead and set your smaller time frame on short inflections and just be ready to take these. And so that's how it works. I get my direction and then I set my lower time frame to take that direction, those trades. As you see here, they don't always work out. This is a little bit of a head fake, but it should pop up to this VWAP and turn back around, I would imagine. So trading very simply. Use your bars to trade in your direction. Set them up so that you take the turn when price turns and in the direction that you want to trade. And that's the best that we can do, folks, right there. That's it. Of course, it would be better to find a market that was moving all together, weekly, daily, 60, and 15. That's why I go to those markets that are trading one directionally. So it makes it easy for me to go to my crude. I know that I want to be trading long, and so I can put my long direction on these so that I can get in those trades when they set up. Do you see? And here was yesterday. It gets me in automatically. I don't have to worry about when to get in. I've got the indicators set up to take these automatically for me. They don't always work out. If the market is moving flat, it's just going to come back on you. But once it starts moving, you're in. So there you go. One easy, easy, easy. Get your direction and then set your bar up to take it, um, to take the trade for you once it starts moving in that direction. So this is Julie. Let me know if I can help you. Come purchase my template. You'll love it. Absolutely, you will love it. Come hang out in the trade room with us and have a great weekend and prosper for the upcoming crude rally. Um, Thank you so much.